Santa baby, I don't know the rest of this song. Hey, it's the Audi Critic. Welcome back to another special episode where we're going to talk about Christmas horror movies. Well, not this Christmas, but holiday horror movies.
Holiday horror movies? Are you forgetting somebody?
Oh my god, I forgot we had a special guest. Let's show the fans who I got. You might recognize her. This is our special guest.
How are you? It's Villainous Varnishes.
I know the camera ain't that good, so you can't really see her because it's blurry, but Villainous Varnishes has an Instagram, so you can check her out. So you can see what she actually looks like. Or see the makeup pics. Let me tell you, before we get started on this, because one of the reasons why I did want to invite you to this video is because pretty much the elf makeup or elf makeup that you just did, and to me, I know you say you wanted the person to feel powerful and all that, but being the look of her, I feel like she could easily turn to like a more evil Frozen, that character in Frozen that could freeze things, Elsa, whatever.
Yeah.
But it seemed like that, but the person can easily turn evil. So I was like, it fits perfectly because holiday horror.
Yeah.
And you being a horror fan.
I am. Long-time fan.
Let's give it up to the long-time fans.
Yay!
So, let's talk really quick. Let's get a little background. Do you remember your first horror movie, or when you first watched a horror movie?
So I think we talked about this before. This may actually have been a holiday horror. I don't know the name of the movie at all. I remember when I was 4 years old, the lady got stuck in the escalator with her necklace. She was at the mall. It was probably Christmas time. But, so that then introduced me to other things. And then Batman Returns is definitely a childhood favorite.
Man, first of all, I didn't think like when we were talking about Christmas horror, and you were like, does Batman Returns count? And I wasn't going to say it, but then we saw this list, and it was like 150 something movies, and Batman Returns was like the fourth or fifth one on there. And now I owe your husband $5 because Gremlins was on there, and we both debated that it wasn't a Christmas horror or a horror movie in general.
Yeah, you're like, no way.
Yeah, I'm like, he's crazy. What he's smoking? But I guess I'm the one that was smoking.
But yeah, Batman Returns, that's an all-time favorite.
Let me tell you what Danny DeVito did as the Penguin, and this Tim Burton's just look of it in general. I mean, if not like horror, it's definitely super gothic, which is a close cousin to horror. If you look at it like that, because I mean, if you go like that, like if you took out the middle of Edward Scissorhands, because technically that's a Christmas movie.
Oh yeah.
But if you take out the middle where he becomes a member of society, but just have the beginning and the ending where he was that loner, and then like at the end where he has to fight for his life and all that. Like, to me, that would be almost a horror movie, because to me, not fitted in, not saying like that scares me, not like saying like, oh, I need to fit in with everybody or anything like that, but how just because I'm different, you automatically you don't like me, is a horrifying feeling, I feel.
Yeah. Especially around the holidays.
Exactly, and that also brings it to where I think why holiday horror movies and Christmas horror is a big part of the horror genre, and it's pretty much a subgenre. If you think about it, you got slasher, And not saying like the holiday horror movies aren't slashers or anything like that, but there's so many that's its own genre because during this time, people snap, and some people go and take their lives sadly, but then some people snap and kill the family, and that's horrifying. More horrifying than the horror movies that we watch.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised how many like Christmas horror movies there were, like legit horror. Like obviously Batman is like superhero, but like legit horror.
Yeah, I mean, this one was left out of the list. I still counted Child's Play as a Christmas horror movie because she gave Andy the toy for Christmas.
Yeah, that's totally Christmas all the way.
But if you add in the movies that they did miss, it's probably even more than we even know right now.
Like, so I was actually surprised to see ATM on the list because it didn't feel like a Christmas movie.
Well, yeah, but at the very beginning was a Christmas party.
Yeah, that's like the only thing, though.
Yeah, but I feel like that means that it still takes place on the same day. Yeah, it's not like Silent Night, Deadly Night, where the guy dresses up as Santa or anything like that. But technically, since it still falls on the Christmas area, it's kind of like when people say Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and it's totally an action movie, but because it falls on Christmas Eve or whatnot, it's considered a Christmas movie.
Okay, yeah.
At least that's what I'm thinking, that why ATM is considered a Christmas. And honestly, I don't even consider it really a horror movie because I mean, if you remember, there really wasn't many deaths in the movie.
It was pretty freaking horrific, though.
I mean, when it happened, yeah. And first of all, let me tell you, this is when is it Josh Peck?
Yes, I think so.
Let me tell you, transformation of the decade, right there. From being where he was at.
I think I know this person. How do I know them? And I was like, this kid was on Nickelodeon.
Exactly. But to see him where he was and where he is now, especially like he's so fit now, it's crazy. But Alice Eve, who, let me tell you, she's one of my celebrity crushes.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know something about her. I don't even know, because like my favorite movie with her in it is She's Out of My League. And that's a different story right there, why that's my favorite movie. Just because I experienced that kind of moment in that movie. But I don't know, something about her where she has a thing where she's very pretty and she knows it, but she also doesn't take herself seriously. I think that's, to me, what makes a girl attractive. Like if she knows she's attractive and she flaunts it like Kim Kardashian, like, I'm not even saying Kim Kardashian's hot, but she flaunts it like, oh well, no mortal man can touch me kind of thing. But a girl who is super attractive and is funny and all that, to me, that's what makes celebrity crushes for me.
Yeah, you gotta be down to earth.
Exactly. Now the other guy in ATM was actually in True Blood.
He was?
Yeah, he was the brother.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he was Snooki's brother or something.
I don't remember.
But and he was in something else too. I can't remember. I just saw him in something. God, it's gonna kill me that I can't remember now. But I actually met him at an independent film festival.
Oh, that's really cool.
And my mom, because my dad collects autographs, just so you guys know, my dad collects autographs. And they were getting True Blood or something signed. And I went up to him, I go, hey, I really enjoyed you in ATM. He goes, oh, thank you. And because at the time, ATM wasn't on Netflix. Or like, I literally bought it on DVD. Because I was so excited. Yeah. At Walmart, within the first 2 weeks that it came out. Because of Josh Peck and Alice Eve. I go, oh my God, they're in it. They don't really do horror movies. So like, I want to see what this looks like. Now, the ending I didn't really care for, but I mean, it was an alright, movie to, if you want to watch something and to creep you out a little bit. It's definitely a good holiday horror movie to pop in.
Yeah, definitely. I was like, okay, after it, I wasn't like, oh, this is stupid, this was a waste of my time. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can handle that.
Back to Batman Returns, though. What resonates with you with this movie? Like, why do you consider it a horror movie? Or a Christmas horror movie?
Probably because I saw it when I was so young. So my stepfather, he like showed us like movies that my mom wouldn't let us watch. So I was probably like, God, maybe like 7. I think it was like 7, and I was like obsessed with Batman and Catwoman. I had like comic books signed at the comic book store when I was younger. But I loved like the transformation of Catwoman. Obviously, she's getting pushed out of a window, and then she comes home. She stuffs all of her stuffed animals in the garbage disposal, and she rips out her jacket and starts sewing it, and that's how she becomes Catwoman. And it's all the clowns on the Christmas lighting, or the Christmas tree lighting. I forget the model, whatever. She was supposed to press the button, like she got kidnapped. Like this is my favorite. This is my favorite Christmas movie.
Now, to me, like, the reason why I would see it as a horror movie is for two reasons. Obviously, Catwoman's part, and the reason why to me that's horror for Catwoman is because the idea that just because you saw the wrong thing, somebody will kill you. Like, to me, I mean, how many people see so many things, And then the Penguin, and to me, the horror of being abandoned, because, I mean, yeah, not just because it looks different, but I say there was nothing wrong with you, and you got abandoned. How horrifying would that be? Like, to me, that's scary to think about.
Yeah, definitely. Trying to find your family, trying to, like...
Understand why they left you.
Yeah.
Let's hit Krampus for these people.
Krampus.
I saw this one in theaters, by the way.
Oh, you did? I don't remember where I saw it. It was probably at home.
Well, it helps. It helps if, like, like, you know me, like, just so you know, you guys don't know the backstory. Me and Villainous over here became friends over a horror movie, Three from Hell. And all because she wrote me saying that she already had a ticket for that too. And the rest is history. Once you start talking about horror movies, it was over. But she knows how much I go to the movies. Even the movies that you don't see me review. You see me post at least 3 times a week going to the movies.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you must be seeing some good movies.
Some are like, because I can fall asleep during anything. Like, I listen to music when I go to sleep, so I can have like metal music going, and I can still fall asleep at the same thing if I listen to thunder, kind of person. So I can go into a movie theater, and if the movie's boring me, I can close my eyes and just fall asleep during it.
Oh no!
I mean, I have the membership, so I get it once I go see 2 movies. The rest of the month is pretty much free, so that doesn't bother me. But there is some of those movies that you're like, I was all excited about this movie, and this movie sucks.
Yeah, that's why Ryan, my husband, won't go to the movies, because he's like, I can't go to the bathroom. I can't pause it to go to the bathroom, and if it stinks,
I mean, see, with me, like, I've been to where, like, I saw It Chapter 2 multiple times in theaters, And I always get a drink when I go, because if you guys follow me on my personal Instagram, I take a picture every time I go to the movies with a cup of drink. But I got a bladder I mean, maybe I should take advantage of it now, but I got like a still bladder, like I can make it like go through the whole movie. As long as I go to the bathroom, like before I go to the movies, if I go to the bathroom right before I head out, I'm good. I literally never left the movie theater because I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you're lucky.
That's why I got a still bladder. I don't know. I might be regretting that when I'm 16. I pissing everywhere.
Maybe.
But back to Krampus. You saw it at home.
That'll make you piss yourself. With or without a good bladder.
But you saw it at home. Do you not saying like do you remember seeing it for the first time, but what was your thoughts or what's your thoughts of it now still? Like have you seen it multiple times? Did you like it when you first saw it and now you don't like it, or did it have to grow on you? Because to me it had to grow on me because at first I was like PG-13. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I remember, so my memory is not that great to begin with, but I do remember like I think it was like the kid, somebody was outside like near the truck or whatever, and then Krampus was coming over. Yeah, I only saw it the one time. I think it needs to grow on me because I was like, okay. I think I was expecting more.
Like, yeah, I was expecting that too. Like, what got me was it happened over multiple nights. Like, I thought when it's going to happen, it was going to be one night when all this shit would happen. And like, your kid goes missing after on Christmas Eve, and the kid doesn't come home. Would you not be like, where the fuck's my kid? Like, why didn't you go out there?
Exactly. Like, hello.
But the look of Krampus, I did like the look of Krampus. Like, he did look creepy and stuff. Like a melted Santa Claus face.
Yeah, my Krampus won't be that ugly.
Speaking
It'll be a pretty Krampus.
She has Krampus photos coming out soon. She hasn't told me yet when, but don't forget to go on Instagram and follow, and you'll find out as soon as I find out.
It'll be worth the wait.
That's some big words right there. Is this Instagram legal?
What'd you say? Is it Instagram legal? Mostly.
Mostly. You might have to pay a $5 membership for this one. But okay, so Krampus, what was let's talk about the elephant in the room. Gremlins.
Yes. So you can tell the story about this.
Okay, so villainous was that scared me.
What's that?
I have no idea.
You have a ghost?
Yeah, maybe. It's Krampus.
Krampus is coming to get you. You've been naughty.
I told somebody I wasn't in the Christmas spirit earlier. He's coming. Which is a true story. I did tell somebody I wasn't in the Christmas spirit. But, so me and Villainous is, it's around Halloween, and we're talking about horror movies like we usually do. Well, not usually. We talk about a little bit of everything, but she was telling me that she's getting her husband, Ryan, in case you didn't pick that up, Ryan, that she, during the month of October, he is a little more lenient on watching horror movies. Let's say it like that. Because he's not a big horror movie fan. And Ryan, if you're watching this, I'm disappointed. Anyways. She's telling me that she's getting him to watch horror movies, and like first it was Hellraiser, and she said he didn't like Hellraiser, but he's gonna give the second one a shot. Well, later on, like he finally finds one that I guess he I don't know if you even seen this movie before. I don't know, but he's finding gremlins, and technically it's PG.
Yeah, so he was saying that Gremlins was a horror movie, and then I was like, no, it's not. And you and I went and debated, and I was like, Phil, tell me what you think of a horror, like, what is the definition of a horror movie? And, like, you sent me this thing, and I was like, yeah, I don't think it's a horror movie. And now it's on this list that it's a horror movie.
We got to get a second opinion on this.
I know, we need multiple opinions. Let's do a poll.
Yeah, let's do a poll, and I'm going to post it also on Instagram. Is Gremlins a horror movie? Much less a Christmas horror movie. I mean, it's Christmas, obviously, but it's technically a horror movie. I mean, yeah, you got your creatures and all that, but if that's the case, then Jaws is a horror movie to me.
Oh.
Because to me, actually, Jaws would be more of a horror movie to me than Gremlins, I feel. Because a shark that can come out of nowhere and eat you is a lot scarier than having than pouring some water and feeding something after midnight kind of thing, and then all you have to do is just put bright lights on them and they die.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think? You put it in the comments and let me and Villainous know. Sorry, got a burp. Just Dr. Pepper. Anyways.
Drinking on the job.
Yeah, I was thinking of putting some vodka in there, but I was like, oh man, I'm going to be buzzed by the end of it, and I'm going to forget to to hit the record button again, and we would have this whole conversation and then we record it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's my biggest fear.
Oh, of just doing everything and not having it recorded?
Yeah, well, one time we did a video, well, I say we, everybody knows what happened. We had a video where we recorded a whole episode. It was like 23 minutes long. And we uploaded it and everything. And then one of our friends go, I don't know if my phone's messed up, but I hear no sound. And then I look, and we forgot to record it with sound.
Oh, that stinks.
So we had to re-record it, and then we didn't want to delete the video, so we put deaf version.
Oh no.
So if you read lips, honestly that first video was funnier than the one that we ended up doing because we tried to rush it the second time we tried to do it. But the first video was a masterpiece that nobody, unless you read lips, will understand.
Nobody will know.
Yeah.
Just the two of them.
Well, let's get into this, like, why holiday horror, because I want to hit everything, like holiday from, like, you know, we got Thanksgiving for Thanksgiving, we got My Bloody Valentine for Valentine's Day, I mean, we got a horror movie called Graduation Day for when you graduate. Why do you think holidays in general have became big for horror movie, like being its own genre pretty much?
Yeah, because it's just, you know, it's part of everyday life. Same stuff can happen on those days as any other.
That is true. And that actually is a good point because, I mean, you can't expect one day out of the year that nobody dies or somebody to be psychotic and kill somebody. I think with me, like, the reason why I feel like holidays are a big thing, like Halloween, is because, well, not so much Halloween. Like, I can take Halloween out, but like Christmas, Thanksgiving, stuff like that, like like Graduation Day or My Bloody Valentine, where it's about love, and you let your guard down, and you think, today's gonna be a good day. Today's a holiday. Like, what bad could happen today? And then, bam, a pickaxe murderer comes after you because it doesn't give a fuck. It's just like another motherfucking Tuesday to the killer.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the reason why, like, is a very and goes into what you said, like it's very relatable because some people Christmas coming up. Some people, is this going to be another Wednesday? Some people still have to go to work and all that, while other people get to hang out with their family. So it's holiday horror is for pretty much in the same vein as that is for people who love Christmas movies and watch Christmas movies. They got a lot of them out there for you. But if you don't like Christmas movies but you're a horror movie fan, you got those holiday movies to fall back on. Like the original Scream. I'm not saying Scream is a holiday horror movie, but when Scream first came out, it came out a week before Christmas, and Wes Craven and all that was like, why are we gonna open before Christmas? Because it's always the holiday movies it's gonna beat us. And then I don't know if it was Robert Shea, the guy who ran New Light Cinemas at the time, or Dimension Films. Sorry. And he was like, "Yeah, but what the horror fans are going to go see during the Christmas season?" So in the first week it was only like number 3 at the theaters, but within the second week and all the hype that started surrounding it, it became number 1. So it shows that people like me and you, I'm not saying that you don't like watching Christmas movies and nothing like that.
I don't though.
You don't?
No, I don't like typical like Hallmark holiday.
Yeah, exactly. But
I can handle Batman Returns and Gremlins.
Yeah, but like stuff like that is for people like us who aren't the cookie cutter people, where we want to see happy stuff all the time. We want to see a little reality, even though it's unrealistic, like creatures like gremlins, but it's showing like, hey, not everything good happens around holidays. At least that's what I feel. I don't know so much about your idea, or if you have the same idea, and I just talk too much and didn't give you a chance to say it.
No, I've been begging Ryan to do a Halloween Christmas since we met. I'm like, please,
that would
let
be
me put
cool.
eyeballs on the tree.
Yeah, get a black Christmas tree and all. That would be cool.
That's what I want. Halloween on Christmas.
If I come up, I won't. You guys won't know this yet, but if I do that thing that I will say it. I said I wouldn't come up and see you in the wintertime, but that would be the only thing, is if you had a horror Christmas, because then I'll feel like I fit in. They've been making like some snowmen where put like some kid's clothes in the snowman's mouth, looked like it ate the kid. Speaking of,
that's a good idea.
Really quick, because that just reminded me. I don't know if you saw the movie. I mean, you didn't say you saw it, but the Killer Snowman Jack Frost.
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. So it's shitty. It's shitty. It's like Ginger Dead Man, which that's another Christmas horror movie. But you know,
I didn't think that was Christmas.
So I don't remember what. I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't know what day it actually falls on. I mean, I understand gingerbread cookies are
Christmas.
Yeah, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together for that.
Me neither. I was like, why is Ginger Dead Man on here? What the heck?
Yeah, but shit, I forgot what movie I was talking about. Oh, sorry. Jack Frost. Jack Frost. Oh. Sorry, guys. Brain fart. Let me see if I can get some special effects on. Oh shit! I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked the wrong thing, guys. Oh, there. Brain fart. Let's see what. Brain fart. No good. But Jack Frost, if you like those shitty horror movies, watch them. And the second one's hilarious because it takes place on a tropical island, and the Killer Snowman freezes the whole island.
Oh.
Yeah, it's bad, like bad one-liners and all that. And have you seen the American Pie movie, or the first one?
Yeah, Yeah, like a long time
Okay,
ago.
so the girl who got naked, who was the foreign exchange student and all that, and Jim came back and was like, "You need a hand," and she was like looking at the Playboy magazines and shit. She was in the original Jack Frost movie, and her death scene was hilarious. She pretty much got humped to death by the killer snowman.
Oh, no.
Well, what happened was like she's in the bathtub and she's like laying down, and the water gets cold. She thinks that this guy that she's dated put like ice cubes in the thing, but it wasn't that. And then all of a sudden you see a carrot start floating by, and you're like, oh shit, you know what's about to happen. And all of a sudden Jack Frost forms, and he has her like locked into his like snow thing. So she's like this, but inside his body, and all of a sudden Jack Frost starts going like this against the wall and all that, and all of a sudden she dies. Yeah.
That's so strange.
It's strange, but it's hilarious, especially knowing that she did that movie, honestly, like 2 years or a year before she did American Pie. So she just waited a little bit longer. She would never have been in that movie.
Yeah, right?
But I love it because of the cheesiness.
Yeah, Ginger Dead Man was definitely cheesy. All of the full moon pictures.
Oh, I love
cheesy.
the full
That's what I
moon
love.
movies, though. Like, they hold a special place in my heart.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Especially like Evil Bong.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was ridiculous, but it was good.
Yeah. And see, those movies give me hope, because if it wasn't for them getting on Hulu, they wouldn't be big. But like, because I remember when Evil Bong was on Hulu, it was only up to like number 2 or 3. And the next thing I know, I see it, now it's up to number 7. And it has more going. And like the
I didn't
budgets
know
are,
that they were on Hulu.
huh?
I didn't know that they were on Hulu.
Yeah, that's where I started watching them. And I tried to show this one girl one of the movies, and it was like either 6 or 7 that I showed her. And then there was Sexy Hell and all these naked chicks, and she's like looking at me like, what the fuck? I'm like, you don't like this? I'm like, this is cheesy, it's funny. Yeah, but it was just like awkward, like nudity for people. Not me, but she made me feel awkward because I'm like, I swear I'm not a perv.
I made Ryan watch Castle Creek.
Did
I tell you about that?
Yes, and that was actually one of the first 5 horror movies I ever saw.
I told you how I saw that one. Did I?
I don't think you told me. I think you just told me that.
Okay, so I was in high school, and there was this beautiful goth boy that I like absolutely loved. And he got Castle Freak. This was like the most awkward thing. We're standing in the cafeteria. It was like either the beginning of school or like towards after school or like on a break. I think it was in the morning. And this other girl comes up to him and I, and she hands him the Castle Freak, the tape.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point it was the tape. And he turns to me, he's like, do you want to watch Castle Freak with me? In front of this girl. I was like, oh man. But then we did end up watching it.
Cat fight!
She was very nice. Nothing like, I was just like, ooh, awkward.
Although you were talking about the scene about when he bit the girl's nipple off.
Well, that's what I didn't know if I was going to spoil it.
Well, for me or for the
In
fans?
before. Huh?
For me or for the fans?
For the fans.
They don't even know Castle Freak. They're going to have to Google, like, what the fuck is that? And by the time that they finally watch it, they're going to be like, oh, this is the scene that they were talking about?
Well, because he was like, the guy that I was talking about, he was like, well, I always make girls watch horror movies to see how they respond. He thought I was going to be like, oh my god, that's so gross, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay.
I've been doing this since I was 4.
Yeah, right?
Really quick, just so we don't drift off too much. I'm going to get ready to end this. And we're going to keep talking for a little bit about more Castle Freaking stuff. But don't forget to go check out Villainous Varnish's Instagram. I won't spell it out for you, but I'll put it in the YouTube video. And I'll also put it on Instagram. We got a Christmas video coming out with the Q&A. Don't forget, you can put it in, if you're watching this video the day that it comes out, you got till 7 o'clock tonight. Put in your questions. And if you don't hear from me before that, have a happy holidays and Merry Christmas. You want to say anything?
Yeah, happy holidays, everyone.
And that was from Villainous Varnishes Her Mouth herself. Stay classy.